Hello, I'm Clarence Ilingasa and welcome to Faith Visa. If you want to get updated on Australian migration news or learn about Australian migration opportunities, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll discuss the recent policy amendment which made the citizenship process faster and easier for New Zealanders who are residing in Australia. In a considerable time, New Zealanders have advocated on changing the citizenship regulation in Australia. To give you a better overview, let's go back in year 2001. In 2001, Australian government has modified its rules about citizenship process for New Zealanders in the country. This means that, this change increased the difficulty for New Zealanders to apply for citizenship in Australia. Also, in the same year, the Australian government has introduced a special category visa or SCV, which will replace the permanent residency visa for New Zealanders. A lot of you may not know, but before 2001 or before the modification in 2001, New Zealanders upon arrival in Australia will have automatically access or be eligible for permanent residency visa. So, what are the problems with SCV? First is that SCV or special category visa will prohibit New Zealanders to have access to health and welfare benefits. This mainly is because SCV is not a permanent visa but just a temporary one. So that's why New Zealanders upon arrival in Australia will not have access to public hospital care or even have subsidies on medicines. The second problem is that SCV will prohibit New Zealanders to apply for Australian citizenship automatically because with SCV, they need to apply for permanent residency first before applying for Australian citizenship. Because as what we know, SCV is just a temporary visa. So this increases the difficulty for New Zealanders to apply or have access to Australian citizenship upon arrival in the country. However, the long-awaited reform happened last April 2023. The Australian government, in partnership with the New Zealand Prime Minister, have announced the restoration of the rights of New Zealanders in Australia. This reform will expected to affect up to 350,000 New Zealanders residing currently in Australia. What are these amendments? First amendment is that New Zealanders living in Australia for at least 4 years can now be eligible to apply for citizenship even though they have not yet been granted permanent residency. This has been a big help for New Zealanders to streamline their citizenship process because with the old ruling, they need to apply for permanent residency visa first before being eligible to apply for citizenship. And as we know, permanent residency visa will take a considerable amount of time. But here with the new ruling, New Zealanders who are residing in Australia for at least 4 years and have been an SCV holder for at least a year can now be eligible to apply for Australian citizenship. Second amendment is that New Zealanders applying for citizenship don't need to undergo income and medical tests. So this means that the Australian government has lowered the bar for New Zealanders to apply for citizenship as they will no longer need to satisfy health or income requirements. The third amendment is for children who are born on or after 1st of July 2023 to a New Zealander parent or parents who are residing in Australia can now automatically be Australian citizens. But don't worry for children born before 1st of July 2023 because you could still be eligible for Australian citizenship as long as you apply for evidence of citizenship. Under these new amendments, New Zealanders' rights in Australia have been restored. This means that New Zealanders who are raising their family or building their lives in the country can have more peace of mind and security as they go through their journey. If you have any migration inquiries or questions, you can leave a comment below or you can contact us through this given information. This is it for now. Stay safe and catch you in our next video.